Welcome to day 10 of getting to $100,000 net worth by December 20th of this year, which is in like 6 months. Let's do a net worth check-in first. So currently we are at 7796. So kind of got a ways to go here. Yeah, I just got off work. I got to work from home today, which was nice. And yeah, I had 2 sales calls today and they went pretty well, but they didn't book. So I guess you can say they didn't go well. They didn't sign up and therefore no commissions, and the company's not necessarily growing because I know I mentioned this in each video, but since we're all getting warmed up, I have that $40,000 job, but I have a bonus structure at the end of the year. And if I help the company grow, we can get there. But today I was definitely feeling a lot lower energy at work. And honestly, even now, feel a little kind of low energy, and it's a new week, it's a Monday, and I started kind of questioning things and like, oh, do I really want to move forward with this daily vlogging? And I do, and I'm gonna stick with it. And I think this is totally part of getting to my goals, the 100K, and just other goals, is like learning to persevere even when the times get tough. All right, that might be our theme of the day, is persevering when times get tough or when a curveball gets thrown at you. This actually just happened today with the house, with a couple things financially. So the house, our lender called us today and she was like, hey, I don't know if you guys are going to qualify for this house anymore because Victoria's doing part-time jobs right now. And they were like, these part-time jobs have to be 2 years of that. And we were just like, what? Luckily, one of her jobs is 30 hours a week, which is not even part-time. They're able to qualify it for full-time, and we might be able to get it all approved. But we're just kind of in limbo right now, which is kind of a bummer because we've got to pay the inspection fee. We already paid that appraisal fee. We put money in escrow with the title company. So we're out like $3,000-ish right now. And then randomly you get a curveball of like, hey, you may not even qualify for this house even though you've put all this money into it. We do think things are going to work out. We're just being patient. We've been talking it through with them. We're just waiting to see what the underwriter has to say. But hey, name of the game is patience right now. That was definitely a curveball thrown into it, but that's okay. I actually have a mentor. Her name is Gail Taylor. She is awesome, and she wrote this book called Curveball. And it's all about choosing to live at your highest potential, and also to how to handle life's challenges in a proactive way. She's a big student of Tony Robbins, which I am too, and love that. So there's so much to say about having a positive mindset, and when things come your way, to just, it's okay. Deal with this curveball how we have to. There's this story that shares about a man and he has a son. The son breaks his leg, and then someone was like, oh no, that's so terrible that happened to your son. And then he was like, well, maybe. And then later, like a week later, the army comes and they're all going to war, and there's a draft going on, but they can't draft the son because of his broken leg, and it became this blessing, right? And someone was like, oh my gosh, that's such a blessing. And then the father was like, well, maybe. And then it goes on, like all these different things. Like life is just how you see it, and things are just happening, right? And so I feel like this relates to the curveball aspect, because the way if everything is just like, oh no, I can't believe this is happening to me, life is not going well for me, that's how you're choosing to see it. But there's usually an opportunity within that challenge. And so that's how I'm going to choose to live my life and to do things. I also heard this quote the other day about not being so set on the methods of how you're going to get to your goals, but just being clear on exactly what you want. And that's really important to me. I know that I want the 100K net worth by December 20th, 2025 this year by 5 p.m. That's really important to me. But as far as how I'm going to get there, I am going to do my best with this real estate transaction and saving money in rent, hopefully getting another property that my wife and I have not talked about, getting something else that's already cash flowing, but we can do it based on our situation and our experience now with the house. That would be great if we can do that all in the next 6 months. Why not? My job, going and getting that bonus at the end of the year for doing a great job. I get nervous about that. I overthink it. Is this even going to happen? But I just have to stay the course, and things are going to open open up, and I've just got to be taking action, and we're moving forward. And then my other way is by investing into the stock market, into index funds, also diversifying my portfolio as well. Now, based on average rate of return for all of these things, it seems unlikely that I will get there. But there is something to be said about, it's not about how you're going to get there, but it's about deciding on where you want to go. And then realizing like God is going to help you get there, the universe, whatever, however you see it. But how you're going to get there and how fast, can really vary, and it can really surprise you. And so God is going to show that to us. And I know I have a timeline for it right now, and I believe if I didn't have a timeline, it might take a lot longer. I may not prioritize it, and I really just want to see this net worth grow this year. All of that is because my wife and I are going to be having kids in the next couple of years. We're going to be going to that next phase of life, and there's certain things that I want to have established and ready, and I want to be able to invest in my kids' futures. I will be able to have the freedom to travel with them when they are in their teenage years and beyond. And I just think it's so important for me to be getting everything set up right now to be able to provide the best for them, to provide well for my wife and I, for her and I to be able to travel to Brazil, where she's from, and for us to spend time with her family. All of this is super important. Let me make sure this is still recording. Like it. Okay. So as far as accountability actions of what to be doing for, like, what should I be doing to get to that net worth right now, day to day? For me, that looks like editing YouTube videos, which I have an editor and I've worked with an editor and it's gone well. I'm really trying to figure out how to edit quicker with like Descript, where you can just like auto edit a lot of things out, and you can also start adding in like overlays and stuff so that I can just plug it in, push a couple buttons and things start happening. But it's a learning curve, and there's quite a few learning curves on this journey to financial freedom, that is for sure. That's going to be my goal for today, is to, my wife's at like a Pilates class tonight, so I'm going to spend my time, I'm going to put on some Lord of the Rings in the background, and then I'm going to edit some YouTube videos. I have one for Brazil that I'm like so close to finishing, so getting that out and published is going to make a big difference. So that will be my accountability action for myself. I really feel that I can grow my net worth by investing into my YouTube journey, doing daily vlogs like these ones, but also posting like solid videos on adventure trips or just things that I can share with the world and hopefully bring, a smile or some helpful information to people who are looking for it. And I just want to say thanks for watching this video, and thanks for being on this journey with me. I can't believe we're 10 days into it. Yes, it's a goal I set at the beginning of the year, and I just started recording mid-year, but since I've started this challenge, it's helped me start focus more on getting to this 100K net worth, and I feel optimistic. I feel a lot better about it. I like that I'm talking about it every day, and I'm getting new ideas in my head about it, I'm starting to dream about it, and that's just part of the journey. Only at 7,796 right now. I know that I'm going to increase that by making sure that I have, my wife and I are really learning to track and budget a lot better, which we have been doing really well. We have Rocket Money and have been using them. So definitely want to give them a shout out, because it's been really helpful seeing all of our transactions and seeing them in categories and being like, oh wow, we spend a lot on Chick-fil-A than I thought we were spending. We also found some subscriptions that we were overpaying, things that we were paying for twice, and we've just canceled all of them and really got things dialed in right there. So I'm excited. Thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna go work on YouTube videos now, at least doing the editing for them. I'm gonna also relax, get some dinner, put on some Lord of the Rings while I do that. And yeah, tomorrow I'm going into work, which should be good because I'm gonna meet with my boss and we're gonna have a vision meeting for exactly what the year end should look like. And I'm gonna explain how I'm really set on getting to this 3 million goal. And if we do it by getting a certain amount of people to our webinars, into our funnels, and we're able to just scale up the ads and hire on a couple more salespeople, that we can do it. So I'm excited, and I will update you on that and some more things as we move forward. But thank you so much for watching. My challenge for you today is wherever you are on your financial journey, what's one thing that you can do today that's going to make a long-term impact over the next year? Like, for example, mine is editing YouTube videos, which may be like getting you money. But no, like I'm choosing to like move forward on a path. I am monetized on YouTube, but I'm not making any money, but I have to be putting more content out for people to see, and I have to learn this whole, this whole YouTube world and strategizing and everything. So I'm excited to share more. My wife just got here, so welcome home, baby. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.